In a move that has stirred speculation and ignited waves of discussion across Europe, the Royal House of Spain has just revealed what lies ahead for King Felipe VI, and it's not what anyone expected. For the first time in a long while, a significant royal endeavor will be undertaken without Queen Letizia by his side. The question is, why now? And what does this mean for the monarchy and their carefully curated image? As the public looks for answers, we dive deep into the world behind palace walls. What is really going on inside Zarzuela Palace? Why is Queen Letizia absent from one of the most critical upcoming engagements? And what does this reveal about the pressures, tensions, and responsibilities of modern monarchy? This isn't just another royal engagement. This is a defining moment, one that will shape the public perception of Spain's royal family for years to come. Let's explore the entire story behind the decision, the expected impact on King Felipe, and why this solo move is so important for the legacy he's trying to build. The Spanish royal house, known for its discretion and carefully timed press releases, made a stunning announcement that rippled through Spanish media and royal watchers internationally. The upcoming event, tied closely to King Felipe's personal vision for the future of Spain and the crown, will be attended by the monarch alone. The absence of Queen Letizia from such a pivotal moment immediately raised eyebrows. What could have prompted this deviation from the standard royal protocol, where unity and partnership are constantly on display? This royal engagement, set for early July, is being touted as one of the most symbolically loaded of the year. King Felipe is expected to embark on an international tour, a solo diplomatic mission with major geopolitical implications, particularly focusing on Spain's evolving relationship with Latin America and its role within the European Union's strategic alliances. Sources close to the royal household indicate that King Felipe has taken a personal interest in redefining Spain's soft power influence across the globe. Since the abdication of his father, King Juan Carlos I, Felipe VI has worked tirelessly to rebuild trust, transparency, and diplomatic stability in the wake of royal scandals. His upcoming appearance is part of a larger campaign to cement Spain's leadership on the global stage. Scheduled stops include key nations in South America and closed-door sessions with EU policymakers in Brussels. The king will be delivering keynote speeches, holding bilateral talks, and participating in high-profile cultural exchanges. In essence, he is becoming the face of modern Spain, alone. Perhaps the most discussed element of this plan is not what King Felipe is doing, but who won't be with him. Queen Letizia, celebrated for her poise, fashion diplomacy, and fierce advocacy for education and women's rights, will not accompany the king on this journey. The royal house has provided minimal comment, simply noting that the queen's domestic obligations are especially demanding at the time. But insiders suggest more complex dynamics at play. One close royal analyst claims that Letizia has chosen to focus on internal commitments, especially her patronage projects and the impending public examination period of Princess Leonor, heir to the throne. Others speculate that this calculated separation might be a strategy, a way to allow King Felipe to command the spotlight entirely, emphasizing his statesmanlike authority without being overshadowed by Letizia's media magnetism. Since ascending the throne in 2014, King Felipe has carried the burden of restoring faith in the monarchy. The abdication of Juan Carlos was fraught with scandal, and Felipe inherited a fractured image. His solo tour is being described as a continuation of his clean monarchy agenda, highlighting transparency, civic responsibility, and unity. By choosing to lead alone, Felipe appears to be asserting his maturity as a monarch, no longer reliant on symbolic appearances but on real diplomatic power. This tour, then, isn't just a diplomatic mission, it's a declaration. Felipe is stepping into the role of global statesman, and in doing so, he is shaping a legacy distinctly his own. Although absent from the spotlight, Queen Letizia's role behind the scenes cannot be underestimated. As a former journalist and media professional, she's acutely aware of public perception and narrative management. Her decision to remain behind may be strategic, ensuring that the attention stays firmly on Felipe's mission. Letizia has often taken a less is more approach, preferring to let her causes speak for her rather than relying solely on public appearances. During this period, she is expected to continue her work with major Spanish institutions, including the Spanish Association Against Cancer and UNICEF Spain. She's also rumored to be preparing for an important literary event, where she will give a keynote address, a rare move that hints at future intellectual and cultural leadership roles for the Queen. Reaction from the Spanish public has been mixed but passionate. Royal supporters praise King Felipe's courage and independence, seeing his solo mission as a testament to his strength and dedication. Social media has buzzed with hashtags like Reinimación and Felipe Solo Pero Fuerte. Others, however, voiced concern. Some critics worry that the absence of Letizia may give rise to unfounded rumors about marital strain or diverging paths within the monarchy. The Spanish tabloids are already feeding into the narrative, publishing speculative headlines ranging from "Royal Rift" to "Letizia's Silent Protest." But for those who follow the monarchy closely, this appears to be part of a broader, more deliberate branding effort. Let Felipe lead abroad, while Letizia roots the monarchy at home. Royal history offers many examples of monarchs who have taken on international missions alone. Queen Elizabeth II occasionally sent Prince Philip on solo engagements. Similarly, Queen Margrethe of Denmark has long delegated diplomatic tasks to her sons. Philippe's move is not unprecedented, but it is notable. In Spain, where the monarchy's image was badly damaged a decade ago, every gesture carries weight. This solo act is bold, calculated, and signals a new chapter of personalized diplomacy. What does this move mean behind the scenes at Zarzuela Palace? Insiders say the decision was jointly made by the King and Queen, after weeks of discussion with palace advisors and Spain's foreign ministry. It was not a decision taken lightly. While some had hoped for a united front, especially with tensions in Spanish politics heating up, the palace believes this strategy will provide clarity, strength, and narrative control. Letizia's absence, far from signaling trouble, could instead mark a savvy media management move, one designed to split their public duties for maximum impact. Adding another layer to this development is the growing role of Princess Leonor. As she matures into her responsibilities, her visibility has increased, especially following her military academy training and recent solo speeches. Sources suggest that Letizia may be staying in Spain to support Leonor through a major personal and academic milestone. The Queen's role as a guiding presence in her daughter's preparation for future reign may be considered equally vital as Philippe's diplomatic mission. This balance, Felipe on the world stage, Letizia with Leonor at home, might just be the monarchy's smartest play. Yet, as King Felipe prepares to embark on this landmark journey, the stakes are high. He will be meeting with leaders across Latin America, many of whom are reconsidering their historical ties with Spain. Reparations, colonial memory, economic deals, and diplomatic cooperation will all be on the table. How Felipe handles these sensitive conversations will impact not just Spain's future relations, but also his own legacy as monarch. He is entering a geopolitical minefield, armed only with diplomacy, charm, and historical responsibility. As the story unfolds, every detail is being scrutinized. What suit will Felipe wear? What messages will he emphasize in his speeches? Will Letizia make a surprise appearance? Journalists are flocking to the royal house's press office for updates, and news outlets across Spain and Latin America are preparing rolling coverage. Spanish talk shows, political commentators, and royal experts are already debating what this moment really means. For King Felipe, this solo mission isn't just a political obligation, it's a strategic legacy-building tool. By stepping away from Letizia's shadow, even temporarily, he's redefining his image. He is no longer just the constitutional monarch, but a statesman, a reformer, and a bridge between the past and the future. And with Spain facing internal divisions, economic strain, and global pressures, Philippe's role has never been more vital. With this tour, King Felipe signals that the monarchy is not just surviving, it is evolving. This evolution requires adaptability, trust, and a deep understanding of both public image and political influence. Letizia's absence isn't a withdrawal, it's a reallocation of royal focus. Together, they are positioning the monarchy to serve in a dual capacity, global and local, diplomatic and domestic, symbolic and substantive. After the tour, King Felipe is expected to return with new international agreements and cultural partnerships. These will shape Spain's role in international bodies and may even influence domestic policy. Letizia, meanwhile, is rumored to be preparing for a more public role later in the summer, including possible appearances at events tied to Spain's literary and cultural institutions. Their strategy, it seems, is not about separation, but expansion. They are covering more ground than ever, together, even when apart. As Spain watches King Felipe step onto the world stage without Letizia, one thing becomes clear: the monarchy is entering a new phase. One that is more agile, more symbolic, and more globally relevant. But questions remain. Will Philippe's solo diplomacy pay off? Will Letizia's quiet power behind the scenes continue to shape the monarchy's direction? And how will their daughter, Princess Leonor, fit into this evolving puzzle? What do you think about King Philippe's decision to go solo on such a monumental mission? Is this a sign of strength, or something more? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our royal deep dives. This is just the beginning of a new royal era.